Well, hello everyone. Here we are in Sage Estimating. I wanted to just show everyone that I have Sage Estimating up and running. There's no estimate, obviously, but we also have these other programs, and we have the eTakeoff Dimension Premier running at the moment, as well as the eTakeoff Bridge. And there's no bridge here. And what eTakeoff Bridge does, it communicates the takeoff with Sage Estimating. So I'll just minimize that, and we'll actually start off here in eTakeoff. eTakeoff has, your drawings here on the screen, and you see the drawings here on the left. And these traces that we call them traces, these are traces that actually connect with the Sage Estimating database. So we're actually saying what kind of assemblies or items we want to take off. In this case, we're clicking on assemblies. And as you can see, I have a floor plan of a building. In this case, it's that Residence Inn. I could set my scale here. Just choose the scale. In this case, it's just what happens to be 1 inch equals 30. I want to show you the feature of being able to read a PDF drawing quite easily. And we have this feature called Snap AI. And this is some artificial intelligence built into eTakeoff. And so when I'm going to say that I'm going to take off, for argument's sake, a 6-inch slab on grade, I just double click on it. On the right hand side over here, it shows you questions that relate to the estimating issues. But the first thing that we need to do is we need to generate the area. And so as I approach the takeoff of the perimeter of that slab, for instance, you'll notice AI actually Snap AI found all the extents of that shape. And as you could see, you could see that it goes in and it hits all those points or whatever it is that you want to measure. And it has it for you. Now it says it's 22,090. Now it's asking us estimating questions. What's the strength of the concrete? And so you enter in enter in your PSI strength. I'll just leave it at 3,000. What kind of slab is it? I will say it's on fill. What kind of finish? We'll use it just for argument's sake. I'll put on a trowel finish, whatever. And that's it. It basically does the whole slab. Now, if I switch my plan to a different floor plan, and by the way, this is a PDF. It's a vectorized or hot drawing PDF. If I go to a different drawing over here, you'll notice that this one was drawn by hand, wasn't drawn by CAD. And so it was scanned instead of actually drawn by a computer. And therefore, Snap AI is not available because Snap AI works with vectorized PDFs, meaning printed from a CAD program. It becomes automatically a hot PDF or a vectorized PDF. So in this case, if I want to take off a footing, I'll just come over here and choose what kind of footing I want to take off. In this case, I'll say, well, it's a 1224 or 2412 footing. Double click it, click, and you'll notice it won't allow me to move forward because it wants me to set a scale. And I'll just choose a quarter inch equals a foot, but we also have a feature to allow you to auto scale it if you have reduced drawings or what have you, or come up with a new scale. And I'll just hit OK. So once I do that, you saw on the right-hand side that the questions related to estimating come up. And, it just wants to know what is the length of that footing. And I'm just going to come on across over here from here to here to there, just as an example. And to terminate, all I do is I hit enter to terminate or to finish what I'm measuring. And it shows you I took off 137.7 feet. What's the width of the footing? It's a 12 by 24, so it automatically knows it's a 2-foot footing. What's the strength? And do I want to pump the concrete? If I wanted to pump the concrete, I just check it, and it then will ask me a question that relates to that answer. And I'll say, yeah, I'll have a primer in there for priming the pump, and that is done. So let's just say we did the whole takeoff throughout the project. Right now, at that moment in time, I'm now ready to bridge it over. We hit this icon over here, and it says Start Bridge. So once I click on it, it's going to say, oh, there are no bridges for Project 102, the 102 project. Do you want to create a new bridge? I say yes. So it takes me to this little dialog box. And what's the name of the new bridge? Well, the takeoff project is called 102. This one I'm going to say it's the same project. And then it says, okay, well, we're working with Sage Estimating. Now we want to add a new estimate that hasn't even been started. And you saw before I didn't have estimating started. So I will call the project also, the estimate itself. And it's showing you what database I'm using. And this is our general contractor database and what folder do I want to put it in. So I just go ahead and click OK. And now at this moment, I just hit OK again. And it shows me the bridge screen. Well, we made it so that it could be automated for you and automatically connected with Sage Estimating. So I just click on automatic. So it's going to show you we actually took off that 1224 footing as well as a 6-inch slab on grade. And so I basically want to say, go ahead and run it automatically into Sage Estimating. You click on that and it's going to actually tell you it did it successfully. You hit OK. And then now I'm ready to go and view the estimate in Sage Estimating. Now, the estimate was blank here before, but now you have all this detail, if you could see that. And if you look back over here on the assembly, well, here's the 1224 footing, here's the 6-inch footing with all the components. And your totals are right over here. You can see them right over here. I'll make this a little bit wider. That's why we have the little squares there. And there it is. In fact, not only that, if you want to put in the project size, edit the job size, I can actually put in here 2,200 square feet, and I'll just say square feet, and it will actually give me the cost per square foot of, by labor, material, of that, or before markups or after markups. And of course, all of this is customizable, changeable. The boss might say, "Oh no, we want it. We want 25,000 in this project," or he might say, "No, no, we got to go in at 18%, 18%." So it's a left to right, right to left adjustment. And at the end of the day, you notice over here the final price after markups is 250, cost is 172, and that's it. I mean, you could save this and come back over here, but I did want you to see all this information that is contained here in what we call the Sage Estimating estimate. But look what we have here. That footing is costing, for instance, at $40 a linear foot of all the parts and pieces, but the retail number is $58 a linear foot. 55 cost after markups, 8,000. The slab here at 242 versus 167 cost, 757 cost. The sell is that after markups. So it's all done for you. And can you come back and forth? Yes, you can. You could go drill right back into eTakeoff if you want to, right back over there. But that shows you the integration of Sage Estimating and the bridge and eTakeoff Dimension Premier.